Hi, and welcome back to LunaCraft. And in today's stream, I thought we'd work on decorating the pier some. So let me give you a quick view. Over here, let me come over so you guys can see it better. Over there's the tailor shop. And if we come up and look out over there, we can see the flower shop. And if we come this way, through our path down to the pier, which is made with stone bricks and mud dirt, I believe, packed mud. We come here, we can see the start of our pier. This area is probably going to take a couple nights to make. So it'll probably be a mixture done on the stream and on my YouTube channel. So as you can see, I've added a giant crane. Maybe not the best crane ever made. But if you'd like to see how this was made, you can go to my YouTube channel, Creating with Luna, and I have a time lapse. We come down here. If I don't bump my head, you can see I got a nice custom tree here. I think one of the better custom trees I've made. Look, we'll duck under. I've got some very nice lights going on up here. And the path does extend down this way. We jump over here. We've got a guy fishing. Wonder if he's caught anything yet. Any luck? He was done using 2 armor stands. One for the body and then one for the hat. Plunk. Jump back over this way. And here we go. We just have kind of a smaller pier over here. I use barrels for the posts. And then just oak fences. So I do want to make some, smooth out the land a little bit over here. So I'm going to start, I'm going to take away my lovely cattails. I love cattails, but they don't be needed right now. So I'm going to look up some mud. So I'm going to keep the pack mud. We're going to also get some mud. We don't want muddy mangrove roots right now. So I'm just going to try to smooth out the landscaping a little bit. Take away the sand. Really don't want sand. Probably made too much of a straight line there. Take that away. Do another little bit here. I'm going to make it shut out a little. And obviously we want to connect it all the way at the bottom. Otherwise it's going to look kind of funny. Ugh. I have such a hard time placing blocks sometimes. I don't mind the sand being at the bottom. So now I'm going to come back. I'm just going to add a couple areas of like mud. Because obviously it's a very wet area. Trying to make the landscaping look as natural as possible, which is unfortunately not my strong point. So the reason I am doing this is I do want to put like a small ship here later. I don't know if we're necessarily going to get to that tonight. You know, I haven't decided if they're just going to jump off the ship and hop over the chain, or if we'll give them a little plank to walk up. Oh, look, you can see my spaceship from here. That must be a sight and a half. Did not realize that before. I am going to come back and add cat sails. A little bit. So I'm going to collect some sand. So I get this with the seagrass. I'm using a resource pack. Verdance flowers, I believe it's called. And I forgot to stack this area of mud. Let's fix that mistake. You don't want floating mud. If you hear a weird noise in the background, that's my bunny, Oscar. She doesn't make that much noise until I'm streaming or trying to record a video. And then it's on. She'll make so much noise. So some areas I will add dirt, other areas I will add sand. I'm not going to give too much in this area because I want to be able to put a boat here. And if we've got a lot of boat traffic coming in and out of here, you're obviously not going to have a lot of plant life growing. So I'm not worried too much about this section because I've kind of already did this part here. Oops. So I'm going to add some more packed mud here. And some just around the corner. Just going to bring it out and try to make a nice curved area. So I'm going to do varying heights and lengths. Oops. Just to give kind of a natural landscape. And it doesn't have to come right to the shoreline. We can have a little bit of water in between. But, yeah. Yeah, I do apologize if I don't answer any of your comments tonight. I accidentally ran the battery down on my Kindle, which is what I use as my second screen. Needed it kind of to play last night when I was trying to go to sleep, because we had a horrible windstorm going on. Yeah, so that was not a fun night last night. Not when you have like 50 to 70 mile an hour wind gusts, which is what I think we were having. If it wasn't that, many sure felt like it and sounded like it. Took us a couple hours to find our doormat, which in all the years we have been here has never blown away. did have to go chase our trash can down. I decided to go on an adventure down the road. I'm just trying to cut off any areas that look too straight. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. And I just does it again. There we go. I'm just going to add a bit some more cover for the mud here. Up and down, up and down. Now, do you guys like it when the time changes, or should I just disable the daylight cycle? I mean, yeah, I know it bothers some people. Me, it really doesn't bother. Oh, I did. I thought I had missed one there. So I am going to put, maybe some people on here. But as I said, that won't come until... It's definitely not going to be this video. Because I still want to build a couple of the ships. And that's going to take a while to do. But I do want to build one big ship coming into this port. I may add a couple of people in here tonight. Dock workers if we have the time. Come on. So we have something like that around here. Sorry, had to take a drink. Now this area I'm kind of going to leave open a little bit. I like how the cattails look. And you're going to have kind of straight edges here because you are a man-made area. But I do over here want to add some more mud. But just changing up how I use my materials. And just starting to sculpt the shoreline a bit. I'm also in this area trying to figure out where to place a bridge. because I do want it kind of close to the tailor shop and the flower shop. So probably figuring probably over here. I'll have to redo my wall. Because this way it should be high enough for ships to get past. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked right now. It's a little too straight. I'll smack that out a little. All right, so let's see. This crane does take up a huge chunk of pier. Something I did not plan on when I made it. Whoops. So let's start to add by adding some pots for plants. So I'm going to use the decorative pot. I'm going to come over into the natural blocks, flip down. So I'm going to grab like the jungle leaves, the acacia, and the flowering azalea. And I'm also going to use fence posts for the different trunks. So I'm going to grab a stripped birch wood fence and a dark oak fence. Let's do 4, make it nice and... Actually, let's do it like this. You don't want the walkways blocked. So, always remembering to put shift when you're putting stuff in the pots. So we're going to put the taller ones to the back. I'll line up just right here to do this. Oh. Whoops. That was weird. Okay. So I do have a mod that lets me put whatever flowers into the pots here. So that's what you saw. But it's putting it into this one. I have to get my aim a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, I'm not liking how that looks, so I'm just going to take that out. Wait, give that a second to despawn. So I'm going to get some coarse dirt. I think that makes good potting soil. And we're going to go take a look at our trapdoors because I'm going to use different ones. My favorite one to use is actually the spruce. You can use the dark oak. Also grab the cherry. We can make that for a fancy one. And I have a lot of mods you can see here that add some more trapdoors. But I like the, we're going to do the kind of the rustic oak wood trapdoor. And that is from the Vanilla Plus blocks. So we have to bring these a little bit further out. Let's see, let's put oak here. Let's grab the vintage one and put it, or rustic one and put that there. Here's the fancy one. And then here is my favorite one. And that's not looking good. I visualize stuff in my head and thinking it looks good until I get it there and it's not looking good at all. So just go back and redo and try again. So there's the acacia one. I don't think this is going to work because I think I got too close. Yeah, so I was afraid of. So I'm just going to kind of make that a fancy bush. So we're going to leave those two there. So we have the oak, the dark oak and the spruce. So in here I'm going to use our cherry. And I'm going to grab the birch fence, the stripped birch fence. Oh, we could try that. That's acacia leaves, okay. And we'll fix that in a second. Now that looks bad. So we can see that it is touching, which is something I don't want. I'm going to go to the Operation Utilities tab, and I'm going to grab the debug stick. I can't tell you guys which one's the right setting because I don't know myself till I do it by trial and error. So there we go. And I do want to plop down that one, and we're going to do the rustic oak one. We're going to grab the, so that was acacia. We have the jungle over here. And let's grab one more bush. I probably had one and put it back by accident. Let's grab mangrove. Let's see if we can make an interesting bush with this. If I can stop jumping. So there you go. We have some of our potted plants to go out for shipping. Next, I'm going to grab something dangerous. Dynamite. I'm going to go back to trapdoor. So I'm going to grab the acacia. This is going to be a big TNT order. Of course, where we have it, I don't think we want it right under the lifting crane. Oh boy, where can we put this? Okay, so we'll make it a little bit smaller. Oh, that's not going to be much better. Really should have put that crane there, but now I like it and I don't want to get rid of it. So we're going to have them put the TNT in a very unsafe location. Don't like it. So we're going to save the TNT for the other side. That's what we're going to do. Next, we're going to go to Crate Delight. This is part of it's an add-on for the Farmer's Delight. And we're just going to pick out some crates. So we're going to do carrots, potatoes. Yeah, let's do some apples. The fish crates, I'm going to move to right to the other side. And let's grab some mushrooms. So these I'm going to spread out. And some of them I'm going to come back and add trapdoors to. I'm going to leave some of the crates of potatoes there. Actually, we can put some right by our a crane, that's what it's called. Oh, brain freeze. And put some apples there. And let's put the brown mushrooms over here. So like I said, we're going to come back now. I'm going to grab some trapdoors. So I want ones that are pretty solid. I say that as I grab one that's opened. So let's grab a brown spruce. A nice mangrove one. There's a mangrove one. Nope, there we go. And let's grab a pale oak one. So I think the apple one I would like, and actually no, let's do the carrots. So we're gonna have something like that. So not all of them am I going to put like this. Some I'm going to leave open. Shorten the apple one. And here, seal in our mushrooms. And lastly, we're going to, whoops, jump into our mud. I think actually that was our potatoes, because here's our mushrooms. Yes, I know I'm keep running under the crane, which is a very dangerous habit. It's not something I would do in real life. To kind of show that the dock is a bit worn, I did have it missing some planks and did some different changes in the wood, like as you can see there. Fortunately, these decorations kind of got covered up when I started to add some more detail to the pier. I always like to look at my builds from a distance. I am going to put some down here because that is part of the pier. Excuse me, I gotta take another drink. Let's take a look. So this time around, I'm gonna have like on the grassy part, some like boxes and stuff and crates. So I'm just going to grab different kinds of blocks. That, to me, look like crates. You want to use different ones, go for it. I'm going to also grab some signs. These I'm going to use to secure the blocks. So I do like copper trap doors. They also make good for decorating blocks turn them into crates. Oh my gosh. Why is it I can speak perfectly fine till I start recording and then I can't speak at all? So I'm going to do something like this. No, I don't know. Maybe this is going to one area. So that's why they stacked it over here. Okay, so let's come back over here on this side. We're going to do a big crate. Sorry, I always get distracted by the phantoms. I don't know why. Oh, come on. What is blocking me? Okay, so decided to add some handles to these. And grab a cherry wood. And then let's do a dark oak. No, we can't do that because of the trapdoors. But that's okay. We'll work on that. Don't know why the controllers are giving me so much trouble tonight. That just gets frustrating. So here is one pier area. We're going to run over to the other right now. I probably will put a couple people carrying stuff on the path. So as you can see here, this one, how that kind of looks like they repaired the wood so the color is a bit darker. First thing I do want to get is the TNT. let's do another copper door, trapdoor. This time let's do the bright one. So something like that. Not sure I'd want to leave TNT out in the open like that. To each their own. Now I want to have an area that has some, it looks like the fish are hanging off of. So we're going to need a fence post and armor and a couple, need a fence post and a couple armor stands. Pardon my stutter. Let's do some rope, which is from the Beautify mod. So fish, no fish, fish, no fish. Actually, let's put a fish on each one. So let's look for fish. So let's grab tropical fish. Of course, we want a puffer fish. And the rest of our fish are is under food. So let's grab a cod and a salmon. Hopefully this will work, because I have never done something like this before with this particular mod. So I hope he can hold a fish. He can. He just looks silly because I don't have... Okay. Come here, I'm going to remove the base plate. I'm going to take away the gravity. I don't want any arms, and I do want it to be invisible. Now we're going to go back and move it. I don't think we're going to exactly get it perfectly hanging, and that's okay with me. So let's give him a cod. Oops, important to make sure that you have the right thing selected. I know it takes a long time when I do it with the +1. I find I get my angle a bit better. You know, that one really wasn't the catch of the day. Oh my gosh, and I'm so far from the... That was deceiving. I was so far from the rope. Okay, I do see a problem because they are so close together, they're interfering with each other. So I'm just going to do 2 on here. And just, the others are just hanging out. Waiting. That pufferfish looks so funny. Let's make this one a kind of a big pufferfish. Okay, so we have some fish that are hanging. The reason the one is 3D, the salmon is 3D, is because of my 3D's food mod that I have installed. So there we have our fish. So let's add some other equipment on here. So I want to kind of make a little wheelbarrow. Can't speak. Actually, no, I don't want to do a wheelbarrow. Let's play around with the armor a bit more. So let's put in armor guy there. Go to our weapons and grab another like bright sword because I do want to. We're gonna go kill some villagers. Hate to say it. We need heads. Sorry, buddy. So we're going to come back to armor. Actually, combat. Now I want to give all the dock workers kind of the same uniform. So I'm going to do leather. To me, the iron leggings kind of look like waders, so bounce that. We're going to take away that. We definitely need arms for this. Give the poor guy his head. So now we are going to do one just in front of him. I don't know if this is going to work. I have never tried this. So I want to see if I can have him like carrying stuff. Okay, cool. It will hold. So I do like to start off with the presets for poses, because sometimes I can get something close. Not all the time, which it looks like this is going to be the case. Unless we have him walking like a zombie. Okay, let's go back to default. Just bringing them to about the same numbers. So here I'm going to change him to, going to do away with the gravity. I want him to be invisible. Playing with the head instead of the arm. So turn it in like that. Okay, so that's not going to work because it looks like he's had his head split off. But we can fix that. And we gotta slay another villager. Go back and grab some more armor. Oops, we don't want those. We want the leggings. Okay. We do want to grab from crates to light the cocoa beans. So as I said, Doesn't work out, you go back and try again. I have him holding it like that. You can have him tilt his head that way. Kind of look like a cute puppy. And now we're going to try to match the other arm, kind of doing the same, so it looks like he's holding it. So there he is carrying his, we should probably move his legs a little. There we go. So we have one guy there looking around. A couple more heads. As they run off into the wild. Am I stuck under a tree? Wow, they're fast. Okay, well, I got a couple more heads. A little bit annoyed because I didn't get any variety this time around. Oh well. Can't win them all. Keep grabbing that. Don't want the chest plate. Okay, so we're going to get ready to make our wheelbarrow. Ooh, excuse me. Got one more coming. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I lied. Two more coming. Ah. allergies have been atrocious this year. Unfortunately, that has a lot to do with the weather. It has either been warm or freezing. There's been no in between. So there is our wheelbarrow. And let's see. What should we have him? Let's take a look at our food. Oh, it's not in here. Let's look up some melon. And we're going to have him. You really can't see where he's going with that melon, can he? So yes, we're going to go back to our trusty. And I messed up because I did not have it set to be effective. I forgot to change my settings. Like have it be activated by gravity. Have it not be activated by gravity. Ugh. I promise you I can talk in person. Really, I can. Just making some final adjustments. And now we're going to come make adjustments to this guy. Here we go. This way he can grab it. And there we go. Now he has his little wheelbarrow and it's going to the pier. Let's This one's going to be the boss guy. That's why he gets to sit. Okay. He gets to sit. So let's get his basics together. You know, he has his little list he has to follow. So first things first, we're going to get him seated. Oops. Come here, let's start adjusting his arms. So, you know, he's busy reading what he has to get done for the day. Because he's the boss man. So he gets to sit. I really shouldn't talk because that's basically what I do at my job all day. Well, except for today when everybody needed my help. See, they either don't need my help or they all need my help at the same time. And I get yanked in 6 different directions. Yeah, that was my day today. Everybody decided they needed my help at the last minute. Like, leave me alone. So as I said, at some point I'm going to put a ship there, but let's add just some more stuff. I don't know why. I just like adding stuff in 4s. And somehow I can see safety not being a top priority. So I'm going to try to make this as crowded as possible. I'm not sure I want sugar out in the open, but he's slacking off. So I do want to do some silliness with the armor stand mod. Just because it's something I wanted to try. So I'm going to put that guy there. Going to go to poses. Oh, first we got to give him his arms. That would be helpful. He definitely needs his arms. I don't know what's behind me, but it's scary. Should do a whole line of them canning. Okay, I'm gonna... I know that looks weird. So we're going to say he did not listen and went into an area he should not have. Sorry, buddy. Guess you're going down with the ship. Even though you weren't on a ship. He's stuck in the mud. Actually, I probably should bring him up a little bit. Oh. So he's calling for help because he's stuck in the mud. So I want to add some more guys over here. So maybe he's out looking to see if there's a ship coming. Because he's bored and wants to do some work. I can attest to the fact that it can be boring when you're at work and they don't have anything for you to do. Been there, have done that multiple times. Probably saluting would be the best one. You can give him a bit more of a relaxed pose. So you know he's seeing if there's another ship coming. Probably should turn him a bit more. Yeah, there you go. With the spyglass, look good with that. Of course, right now it looks like he's going to be smacking himself in the head with it. That's not how you use that, buddy. I can't quite get it to line up. Let's say he's getting ready to put it. take a look. That's what he's doing. Is that the right end? Yeah, that's the right end. Should we put somebody in there driving? I don't know if we can. We might not have enough room. Oh, we do. If I take out the seat. First, let's get him facing the right direction. Or let's have him partially turned this way, so it looks like he's looking out of the truck. Okay, let's give him a head. Well, he doesn't need two heads. Oh my goodness. That looks kind of scary. Wow. Hi, dude. I didn't realize how big his head, their heads were till you put them in something. Yeah, I don't know why I keep exiting out of it to go back to each individual menu. That's just how I do it, and it's so annoying. I don't know, is he gonna... We can cheat it a little. I'll have him turn his head to look out. Thought I had the wrong arm. So I don't know what he's looking at. Well, he's operating the crane. I'm not sure that's safe. Crane froze for a second. As you can tell, I really love the armor stand mod. Probably a little bit too much. But I think it's so much easier than trying to deal with villagers. I can never keep them in my shops or they were walking all over the food. That was a health code violation. So I want him. He's kind of drink. This one's going to be kind of drinking up the job. Shh. Don't tell the boss. There's some Sulies. Kind of looks like he's had a few too many already. Whoops. Yummy. Hope he didn't steal that off of the shipment. So let's put another guy here. Oh, one guy checking a shipment. Okay. So he's going to be checking the shipment to make sure everything is there. So we are going. Let's give him a book. I'm going to go through just hitting the same things again. So there he is. So we could probably move him back a little bit. He doesn't need to be standing that close to it. That one in the back cracks me up. Help me! Help! Okay, I'm done messing with him. Oh man. It's been a long day. Hold on. We do need. I want to see if I can get one to be swimming in the water. Why? Because he's enjoying his break. That's why. Gotta have some fun. All except for me, because if I went swimming, that would be the end of me in this lake. I can't swim to save my life. I also can't float either. Yeah, not good at all. So let's... Look, he walks on water! I don't think there's a way I can turn him on his side. Mm-mm. Oh! was terrifying. Alright. We have our friend back at the surface. After he took a nosedive. Okay, just making sure, yep. Okay, all our settings are still the same. Oh, man. So I'm going to put him up to here. And we're going to make it like he's waving to us. Because he's having a good time. Hi! We should probably work on his legs. So let's see what he looks like from the shore over here. Yeah, he's having a good time swimming. Although I'm still slightly disturbed by what happened when he plummeted into the ocean. Can't stand a sand floating there. Let's see. So I'm going to make just some people have snuck out. Like, let's say that's his family. Yeah, so. Can I get a Vindicator head? That is the question. I don't think I've ever gotten one when I've tried to kill him. I got a banner. I'll try one more time. No, no luck. I do want to show off my Vindicator banner. Let's put it there. That doesn't bring more, does it? I don't play in survival mode. So let's see. So we're just going to change up the pants a little bit. I'm just going to have the mom in all brown. And give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My dog is getting into something he shouldn't be. All right, and we're back. He heard me coming and decided to be a good boy. He was trying, my dog Benson was trying to sneak into the recycling can. I don't know what was there that he wanted, but only he knows and he's not telling. So we're going to have her kind of looking that way. Twisting that way, but looking at her little kiddo. Oh. Switched the settings on my laptop for the keys, and now I keep hitting the wrong button. They said it would be easier for you to play Minecraft by changing those settings. I'm not so sure about that. But anyhow, so the little kid, we're going to do a black top, brown bottoms, and brown boots. Ah, that wind is still going out there. At least not as bad as it was earlier today. Oof. Have arms. We do want them to be small. Although that's even more terrifying. Let's see, he's... Nah. Just make him do the can-can. We're gonna make him run. So we're gonna... Yeah, have him running like that. So we're going to take a quick look at everything we have done tonight before we finish up. I do want to thank you for coming to my stream. I do want to thank everybody who has subscribed to my YouTube channel. I am now up at 52 subscribers, which is awesome. Although lately I've been having trouble getting views. I don't know whether that's because of the new algorithm. I'm sorry, these villagers crack me up. Or not. So yeah. It's a little bit disheartening considering I was getting, alright, not an excessive amount of views, but, you know, at least 70 views per video, and the last couple I have uploaded have only gotten, like, single digits. So, here's our guy with our melon. But, I mean, that's not going to stop me. Not the melon guy. Views, because I know stuff goes in cycles. And hopefully I'm just in kind of a slump right now. Ah! And I've also kind of changed things up a little bit. I'm trying new things, so I mean that could probably be it too. I do have more that I am going to add here, but this has all been... Shh, you shouldn't be drinking on the job. This is all kind of tedious and stuff. That, and as I said, I've had a long day. So thank you guys very much. I hope you all have a great weekend. And before we go, I think I should give you the last look of the one villager that cracks me up the most. And I know this is so wrong, but... Help me! Help me! As he sinks into the mud. Thank you guys very much, and I hope you all have a great weekend. Bye-bye!